noise or anything like that to prepare for that?
Yeah, crowd noise and great environment. I've never been. Can't wait to go. Certainly they've won 22 straight home games, so what a great challenge for our team. We're excited about that, and that's the next step for our maturity as a team. We know that in order for us to reach our goals, we're going to have to go on the road in this conference and win games. And this is a team with a great record at home, and they're a very good team. They have a lot of weapons, and they're well coached. So our preparation has been good this week. The guys know what the challenge is going to be, and we know how tough we have to be to go on the road and win games. And it's not just physically tough, but it's emotionally tough, mentally tough, and understanding the environment can't dictate how we play. Well, just I think we'll see where as the season goes on, kind of where it goes. But it's great to see so many good players in the league, and great to see us playing in a venue like this in conference. If someone had said you're playing your first conference road game in Washington, a few years ago, people would be shaking their head. But that's just the way it is, and I think it's great for the league, and you can see how it's drawing great players into the league, and it's good, just healthy to see these players, whether they're recruited to come in out of high school or transferring in. It's obviously a very attractive league.
Intervening years have been.
No, I forgot until you just said that was the case. That was a very good team, and I remember that game in particular. Just we jumped in early, and it was warm, and then we came out in the second half, and it might have dropped 20 degrees, and we kind of got stale, and Washington came roaring back and kind of hung on at the end, which kind of left a different taste in our mouth. Like we felt like we had a chance to really do something, but Washington was a really good team, and they fought back hard, and they were a very physical team, and so we had a lot of respect for them as a team. But the game itself, I remember being in the locker room. There's kind of snapshots that I have, certainly of Urban, putting the whistle around my neck, and that moment was really special, and I have a picture of that in my office. And then the rest kind of was a blur from there. And to say, I guess maybe 7 years later now, or 7 years later, and this is where we call home. That really would have been a dream come true, quite honestly. And I think to think back on that next month in that first press conference, and I think a lot of people ask, what if you don't do this? What if you don't do that? And I just remember thinking, well, if you look at it like that, it's a self-fulfilling prophecy. If you look at it like an opportunity, then it's a different point of view. And this has been one of the greatest opportunities of my life, and I enjoy every moment of being here, and understood then what the responsibility is and understand what it is now. It hasn't changed, but every year you grow a little more wiser and a little bit more calloused and a little more seasoned. But all that being said, I mean, this is a whole new team, and that's probably the best part of all of that, is every year is a new story, and this is a really great challenge for our team, a really good opportunity for us to take a step of winning a conference road game against a team like this who's got such a great history on the way. Take care of the football and just take it one play at a time. Don't do anything other than that, and then find a way to get your first road win. Sort of like in the Texas game, like win the game. And I think in an environment like this, you got to be steady and you got to lead. You have to lead, and you got to lead with your command. You got to lead with your play and your resolve.
When you're inside, it's like kind of more space, so you got to kind of be more intentional about your steps and your hand placement and your feet. So I think it's just I think it's just the space aspect, more space.
What are your thoughts on
Player just ready to compete, bringing down more else.
how much do you savor those kind of challenges?
Like I always say, that's why you come here. Play these type games, go against some of the best players in the country, and like I tell y'all, I play against the best players in the country every day, so I'm not worried.
Similar question. You're a passionate player. You show your emotion to go into an environment like that. You know it's going to be popping out there. How excited are you to play in a game like this? Maybe more so than normal.
Well, it's going to be fun. It's going to be a fun game. I'm hearing a lot about the stadium. Never been. It'll be my first time, so I'm just very excited to just get out there. We coming off a bye week, so just happy to be back on the field.
What are your battles?
I've been playing inside since I got here. Like they've been training me.
Sure.
I really this probably the first year I really been playing inside, like in the games. But I've been training for this since I've been here for 3 years. So I think it's just getting the reps and getting more comfortable. I think it's just as time goes by, you just get more comfortable.
Typically, you can play, slot receivers that are a little bit smaller, a little bit shiftier. Do you, obviously, you were talking about kind of changing what you have to do, but is it different in the types of receivers you have to guard? Do you have to adjust your play in that regard?
Yeah. Different receivers got different strengths,
Sure.
so different things that they're better at. So you want to play off their strengths and play off their weaknesses, I should say. Just try to beat him. He's very athletic. He's a great passer. I've seen he's very accurate. So I think he's a great player. So we just got to be ready for him, cage him in the pocket.
What's going through your mind in some of these games so far?
Just go out there and dominate. That's what's going through my mind. The last game I was frustrated was probably Texas. They had them 2 drops. Ohio, I was frustrated as well because we couldn't finish in the red zone. And then the fade ball, I feel like I could have caught that ball. Julian put in the right spot, so I feel like I got to come down with that. But nothing too crazy. Just want best for the offense and for myself as well.
I think we talked to you at Big Ten Media Days, and you were talking about adding that leadership component. Is that being hard on yourself? Is that setting the example? Do you view that as the leadership piece for you, or is it what drives that?
Yeah, I feel like that what motivates me. Being hard on myself. That's how I always been since I was a little kid. Don't need my dad to be hard on me. I know what I set out to do and what I want to do and what I want to achieve. So I'm very hard on myself and the things I want to accomplish.
Hell of a reputation. It's very loud, but do you like to look around and stuff and kind of check things out as opposed to just taking the field? Be a little bit of a tourist, for want of another term, but you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Cherish the moment.
Yeah, for sure. I definitely do that. Definitely look around, look at the fans. Look at they got a big stadium. It's gonna be loud. Coach Hartline said when he played back in the day, he said it was very loud, and so I'm just ready to go out there and for a big game against a good opponent.
Are you gonna go catch fish like Coach Hartline did 18 years ago? You know what I mean?
Yeah, hopefully.
Yeah, but with that said, obviously you're a marked man walking in there also and stuff. Can you tell pretty immediately in a game what kind of special things they've got planned for you? And again, like last week or before, against Texas, what kind of maybe special things they've got planned for you? Is it pretty obvious from the start?
Talking about this
Defensively,
going into this game?
yeah. Yeah.
Defensively for
Yeah.
Washington?
Yeah.
Nothing too crazy. They run, a lot of man.
Right.
So, we just got to prepare when I'm one-on-one. So.
Do you like that idea that they're going to run a lot of man?
For sure, that, for sure. Like you said, their corners are very long. Number 7 and number 8 are very long, can move and all. It's a good matchup. The transfer they got he came from Arizona last year, number 8. He's a very top-rated corner this year. But I think he's hurt. I heard something with his rib or something like that. Number 7 is good as well. So, if it's a freshman out there, I'm still gonna go out there and play my game and dominate no matter who's out there. I'm very proud of Julian. From the first game to now, he took that step. And I just can't wait to see how he played this Saturday.
Jeremiah, how excited were you when you found out your brother committed to Ohio State?
Very proud of him. Can't really speak too much on that yet, but I'm very proud of him that he's a Buckeye.
Was there ever a doubt?
I'm
just messing with you.
I don't know. He just called me out the blue, saying he gonna do it.
Yeah.
I was hyped for him. I was like, okay, let's do it. Using his voice a lot more. Just taking the command of the huddle. Want to go out there and be the best version of himself each and every game. So, he kind of just like me, just want to do everything right. So, I'm very proud of him.
Opportunities, which is great, obviously because we've had a lot of experience in it, but also because it's going to be a great challenge for us and what we want to do this year. We're going to need to be really dominant in that aspect. Yeah, I think it's just communication, poison the noise. And for us, obviously, it's going to be a really, great atmosphere. You hear all the stories. Obviously, they're 22, at home right now. So it's going to be a really, really big challenge. But then again, we've had a lot of experience in playing in, high pressure situations and high noise situations. Got a lot of veterans on our line. Not only that, but we've had, almost 2 weeks now have been able to, kind of iron some of those things out. And so the ability to kind of trust and communicate that us and the quarterbacks are on the same page and everyone else is, focusing on if we're going on silent or what the communication on the on the count is. I think we're set up for it. Yeah, it just kind of helps you not get rattled. You know what I mean? And for for some guys, when it's your first time in one of those loud environments, you know, it's difficult. I mean, you lose one of your senses. I mean, people literally don't realize, like, I could be from me to you and I can't hear anything, you know what I mean? And so it's difficult. And then not only that, like with a team who's obviously, you know, has a great defensive front, it can be difficult at times. But being able to, like you said, you know, play in a couple of those games and have that experience, but not only me have that experience, but the other guys on the line have that experience as well. It kind of builds a good trust connection that we're like, all right, we got this. Or stood in front of a speaker or something like that. I mean, you guys were called. You guys went out. I mean, if you're a little too close to the speaker when you're outside, you're kind of like, ooh, it's a little uncomfortable. Or you ever go to a concert, you know, stuff like that, and it's, you know, you can feel it in your chest. And but when you're on the field, you know, obviously, we always say you sink the level of your training. You know, it's kind of like the Navy SEALs talk. Coach Day talks about that a lot. When you sink the level of your training, you know, it's almost you're not even thinking about it. You don't really feel that. You get to the point where you don't even hear it. I mean, obviously you can't hear anything, but you kind of just tune all that out.
I don't know if you guys remember, but he's not the same type of quarterback, but athleticism-wise, like the kid from Toledo, like freshman year, yeah. Like, that's the kind of athleticism he is. He's like, you turn the film on, he's super fast, super shifty, making a lot of tough plays, extending plays, making plays downfield, making plays with his legs, quarterback runs. So you got to really count for him. He's a great player.
How does that impact your job on Saturday?
Just certain situations, you know, being aware for quarterback runs, being aware for QB draws, you know, being aware as the play extends, like getting ready for him to scramble out. And then for the defensive line, you got to be able to keep him in the pocket, just be extra cautious with that. Oh, man, I think sometimes when guys are spying on the line of scrimmage, as the pocket goes back, you don't approach the line. You stay back and you create more space. And then I would just say, like, taking the right angle, you got to go shoot your shot. He's a fast guy, so take the right angle, shoot your shot.
How's Arvell done?
Really good offensive coordinator. He's been a lot of places, coached with Coach P. So really good coach combined with a lot of good players. QB's a really good player, running back's a really good player, receiver's a really good player. So they have a lot of talent around the field with a good OC calling the plays.
You feel like you've gotten a handle on what this quarterback brings to the table? Obviously, he's elusive. He throws the ball pretty well. He's short, but he runs extremely well. How would you describe him?
I mean, you said it. I mean, you described him. He can throw the ball. He has a really good arm. He's really fast and quick and can do a lot of things when he gets out the pocket. But he's playing at a high level right now, and that's.
So what does that challenge present for a guy like you, Caleb? I mean,
as a defender, a quarterback that can run, throw the ball, it's a tough challenge for a defense because you have to have +1 runs, you have to cage the pocket.
right.
He's doing a good job. I mean, that's always a challenge for any defender. Better eyes on the quarterback if he scrambles, and then if he scrambles, gets out the pocket, just trying to stay on my man if we're in man, if we're in zone, stay in our zones until he breaks the line of scrimmage and then go tackle him. But I mean, that's a challenge for anybody that runs with the ball, and yeah, it varies between guy to guy in terms of their ability with the ball. But as I said, he's playing really confident right now. He's a good player.
What do you have to do to put yourself in position on Saturday?
No, I mean that's part of the thing that I pride myself on, and yeah, that's fun to me. Being able to understand football is something that I think I've been able to do since been at a young age. So yeah, that's fun to me for sure, especially hearing it from different perspectives, like Coach G, Coach Walt, Coach Patricia, being able to compare, see what everybody thinks. And I mean, if you don't like to do it, then yeah, it's still our job. It's what we have to do, and there's no other way to get around that.